Hey everyone, I'm just working from home today and I was thinking about maybe sharing with you a little bit of how I do my vision planning and success planning for the year. I'm in my actually eat-in kitchen area working today. I've been trying to go to the office in the morning and then working from home in the afternoon so I can get some other things accomplished unless I have appointments that take me out. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a real estate agent in my city. I sell for first-time home buyers. I work with investors purchasing. I help buyers or sellers of any magnitude purchase property. I also have a different division of my company that does property management. I currently manage I'm thinking I'm at 32 properties, so that keeps me kind of busy. In addition to that, I'm a single mom. I've got three beautiful girls, 16, 10, and going to be 9, but she's 8 right now. And keeping on top of their schedules with their schools. The younger two go to Montessori private school here, and then my oldest is a sophomore at the local high school. So I keep pretty busy. So one of the things that I've done this year that I'm incorporating into my success planning and business plan that I want to share with you is that I'm prioritizing what my top items that I need to focus on this year. So if you have a piece of paper, you can get one out and we can go through this together. I'm going to just kind of go through the mindset that I use to develop that. And then at the end, I'll probably show you the vision boards when they're all done. I keep them in my bedroom. On my dresser, I have a mirror. So with a dry erase marker, I actually wrote down my goals on there. So every morning when I wake up, I can see. Also to the left of my bed, I've got a lot of walls that are covered with stuff. I have another dry erase board with more specific, tuned in parts of those goals. And in my office, I have a board where I list all my current sales, what my goal is at the top, and then I list down some motivational quotes or inspiration that I want to look at every day when I'm in the office and dreading making that last phone call or going out and finding business. So, working in sales, I'm 100% commission. So it's really important for me to stay motivated and I find that doing a vision board or a success plan is really helpful in me being able to accomplish my goals. So this year, like I said, I did a little different. There's always these programs that do business planning for you, or you can put in like all these different criterias, and I take hours every year in November typically to do this. But I said, let's just make it simple, something that can be replicated for whatever business you are in. So obviously, when I look at the priorities in my life, number one is my family. I've got number one on my list would be family. And I'm writing this down, and I don't know how to turn the camera around while I'm holding it, so I'm going to just have to show you at the end. Number two is my health, because obviously my health has to be really important this year. My daughter, as some of you have known, not this year, but it should be important every year, but I've got a renewed motivation. My daughter, who's 16, was recently diagnosed with MS back in November. Some of you who follow Sandy's kind of saw some of our conversations about that when she first got sick in August. And now that we do know what we're dealing with and we've got a diagnosis, we've got some excellent team of doctors we're working with to really just get her healthy. So prayers, please. We'll take all of those. Oh, and actually, let me back up a little bit. Above family and health, of course, is God. Definitely has to be number one. There was a conversation that I had recently when I realized that I hadn't been putting that where it needed to be. So God and faith and being grateful and working on my gratitudes are number one above everything. If I'm going to put a hierarchy, it's going to be number one. And then we're going to have family and health. So after family health, I have career. Because, obviously my kids are first. Making sure that I'm healthy and able to take care of my kids is very important. But career is going to help us create the income and have the ability to live a life and pay these bills, because a lot of electricity in this house. So we have career, and then fourth on my list would be wealth. This year, instead of focusing on what I don't have and focusing on debts, which I believe mentally I'm not a person that can focus like that, I'm going to focus on wealth and how to create wealth. And part of that creating wealth will be to reduce my debts, but the focus mentally will be on wealth. So here is my really rudimentary list. I'm going to show this to you guys. I don't know how well you can see it. So I've got God first. Yes, I put that at the top after I took a second to think. Then I've got health, number 2, career, and wealth. So this is the first step for my success planning. After I have these things, I have to figure out what's important in each one of those categories. So we already kind of talked about the God part and working on my faith and gratitudes and remembering that goes above everything. Family is I'm really going to focus on having more quality time. So underneath that family column, I'm going to write in, I don't know if you can see it, quality time. Because that's really important. I'm very fortunate to have a career where I can control my hours, and I work a lot more when the kids are at school, but I have a lot of quantity, but possibly not quality. So being a single mom with 3 girls, everyone needs a little bit of something. So just trying to find a way to give them that balance and give them the individual time as well as the time all together. So quality time can go under family. Health, my goal this year was to get on the treadmill and do 30 minutes or 1 mile every day. Now, it is January, I think the 12th. I haven't hit that yet, but that doesn't mean I'm going to quit. I'm not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. I'm not quitting on this goal. It's just I'm going to have to work a little bit more intensely to get that accomplished. I believe I'm averaging 4 to 5 days a week, which is better than before I set this, and I was at maybe 1 every 2 weeks. So I'm making some progress. Career, I've really decided I've been doing a lot of volunteering and I love to do it. I'm going to continue to do it. We really need to focus on my production numbers. Production numbers in real estate are based on how many houses you sell and what the value of those homes are. You'll probably see in your communities they have $1 million listings, $1 million sell numbers. And I want to go from where I'm at currently at the 4 million, I want to go up to the 8 to 10 million. So it's going to be a big jump, but I think that with some focus on my career and these goals, I can get that accomplished. So career, that's going to be a big one. So this year I plan on helping buyers and sellers purchase 50 homes. So I'm going to write on my career, underneath my career, 50 contracts. Actually, I'm not going to write contracts because contracts can fall apart. So I'm going to write 50 closings because closings equal payday. Now, wealth, and I kind of mentioned this earlier, one of my key things that I want to do focusing on wealth is to reduce my liabilities, which is decreasing my debt. So after you get your first column done, I'm going to turn the camera and hopefully it won't mess it up with the video, but you have your family, my handwriting's chicken scratch, quality time. 2, health is treadmill 30 minutes a day or 1 mile. Career 50 closings, dollar signs. Wealth is reduce my liabilities. So as you can see, putting God first, then after that I have 4 core things that I'm going to focus on this year. Things are going to fall in these columns. So the most important thing for me every day is to figure out, hey, am I working towards my goal, my family? Am I putting the quality time in that I need with my kids? I'm going to evaluate that every morning, and I'm going to consider it again before I go to bed every night so I can make adjustments. These are goals. These are my vision plans at the beginning, and I'm going to elaborate, and you guys will see more as we go on. I'll put up some more videos. But this is just to get you started with what is important to you and what do you need to focus. I have this great quote, and I thought I had the book with me, but I don't. But it's when I find it, I'll make sure I put a picture. And it's a picture of a mountain reflecting in the ocean, the water, a lake, obviously. And it says, what you focus on expands. So by me focusing on these 4 to 5 key things, I'm hoping to get the success I know that I deserve and can earn. And I know that I have the talents I've been blessed with, and I have an amazing family, so I can't take any of this for granted. But if I focus on these things and put those as the key to my day, I can achieve them. So what I'm saying is every day I'm going to evaluate my family. Am I doing quality time? Are we wasting time in front of the TV? Are we not communicating? Am I not taking the opportunities that I'm so blessed with to be able to pick them up from school every day and have that extra hour and a half that a lot of parents don't have because they don't get off work till 5. They're picking up kids from after school care. I've got that time. Am I using it to benefit them? Health. Am I getting on this treadmill every day? I looked at some videos from 3 years ago when I thought I was thick. I was tripping because I would love to look like that again, but I got to get my health right. Am I eating healthy? Am I making choices in line with what my focus is? Am I turning down Chipotle, which I love, for this salad I just had at home, which I made, which was really good too. So I got to see every day. I'm going to evaluate and process these things and think about them. Career, 50 closings. Last year I did 29. So 50 is almost double of what I did in 2015. Obviously I had some challenges. I had a lot of other obligations that took up time. And then of course with having the Britney scare and dealing with all those things, that took some time too. But now that I know what we're dealing with, am I putting the systems in place and every day going to the office to make some calls, to do the work so I can get these 50? And wealth, reducing liabilities. One of the things that I'm working on right now, and I'll be happy to share more with you guys, is evaluating where my money's going. You know, when you sit down and you print out if you don't have a program that you use, I have QuickBooks for my company, and then I personally use Mint.com. It's free. You can use it. It's an excellent program. It syncs in all your accounts. It does trends. You can put goals, budget views, everything. But where's my money going? Because I'm doing okay. But at the end of the day, I've got liabilities that if I were to tighten my belt, I'd be able to get those taken care of. So those are my key focuses for 2016. And I really want to take you guys along on the journey as I work on developing these. I mean, the first step I would think for anyone doing a success vision plan, and this can be a vision board. I mean, when I complete the whole process, I'll probably have pictures and cutouts and all those things. That's a visual thing. If you're a visual person, obviously that's important. You want to have that. But right now, I'm just really trying to focus on what my key focus will be, which is family, health, career, wealth, and God. Underneath those, every day I'm deciding, okay, what do I need to add to this health? If I know right now that I'm focusing on 30 minutes or 1 mile, maybe the next thing is drink 5 glasses of water a day. I know that's not much, but I'm a coffee and Coke, Diet Coke fan. So water is difficult for me, but that may not be your goal. But right now, for this next week or two, I'm going to just work on fine-tuning these things. And then once those are fine-tuned, I'm going to do some time blocking. And that'll be another video that I post. So if you're interested in learning about how to block your day and block your time to prioritize, this is something that someone very wise taught me recently. The time blocking. I've always done the goals. I've always done a business plan. I've always done a vision board. But this is a whole new way of thinking of it, and I think it's really going to be beneficial for me. And I hope that you enjoy it as I share it with you. So anyways, like I said, this is very rudimentary. If you're going to follow along with me, go home and sit down and say, what are the things that you need to focus on for 2016 to get where you want to be? Where do you want to be? I want to kill it in 2016. I want to have the best sales I've ever had. I want to be healthy and have my kids healthy and be focusing on how we can be healthy as a family, spending time together, quality, not quantity. And I want to reduce these liabilities so we can increase our wealth. So those are mine. Write down yours. If you want to comment below, that'd be great. Share what your thoughts are, because I would love to hear what you're excited about in 2016. What's going to get you up every day when you don't want to do anything and get it done. So focus on those. Get your goals. I'm gonna call them your priorities. Get your priorities right. Put them on paper, and then in the next week I'll post a little bit more of where my priorities are, what I've been putting underneath them, and then we can talk about putting them in order of priorities. Because obviously we have them in a line, but there's gonna be some that have to come before the other, because everything's gonna take some time. And once we have that, we'll keep moving forward. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, please subscribe to my channel. If you would like to see some pictures, check out strive to be me at Instagram. I also have a Facebook page if you would like to be a fan of that. I do post some things on there occasionally. It is also Strive to Be Best Me. I do apologize that my hair looks like this. It's in a bun. I don't know if you can see it, but it's curly today. I have naturally really, really curly hair, and I did not feel like the blow dryer or flat iron were going to be my friends today, so I skipped that process, and I have no makeup on. But the point is, the information is good, regardless of what the person delivering it looks like. So hopefully you can take a little bit of what I just talked to you about, put your questions below, put your comments. If you have anything that you're working on, feel free to share, and then in a later video, I'll do more of the time block, and I'll share with you my actual finished product. All right, have a good day.